So if you're looking for a card trick that'll blow the minds of your friends and family, you are in luck. Today I have a trick that will look like the entire deck is completely mixed up. It's topsy-turvy, it's all messed up, but yet you are able to restore all the cards in the proper direction except for 4 very special cards. Find out about that right after this. Well, welcome back to Presto Paul TV. If we have not met, I'm your host, Presto Paul, and on this channel, I teach you the best tricks, tips, and techniques on how to do magic for beginners. We have a ton of fun around here. As a matter of fact, our motto is right there in lights. You gotta have fun. You'll live longer. Let's do just that and get right into the magic. So you're hanging out with your friends and they want to play a little game of poker. Well, there are different ways you could shuffle cards for a game of poker. A traditional one that you might have seen before is known as a tabled riffle shuffle like this. Another popular one you may have seen as well is known as the overhand shuffle, which looks a little bit like that. Then there's a favorite between children and people at your party that might have had just a little bit too much of the drink. And that looks a little bit like this, which is kind of like a topsy-turvy situation here, which is a kind of a messy condition of your cards. I'll show you what it looks like. If you cut into the cards, you see you got a back to a face over here just like this, and you cut somewhere else, you get a back to a face over here. Sometimes you can even find some that are back to back, which is a real weird thing to have. But there's one way you can fix this. If you're a magician, if you know this important magic word, do you know what that word is? Did you say abracadabra? If you did, you are almost correct. In this case, it's abracadabra because they're all mixed up. And when I say that, I can just riffle the edges and straighten the cards out, all of them except for 4 right there. That would be the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, the ace of spades, followed by the ace of diamonds. And that is what I call topsy-turvy aces. Find out how to do this fun trick right now. So here's a secret on how to do what I call the topsy-turvy aces. All you need is a deck of cards and 4 of a kind. I actually use the 4 aces because I do this as a poker demonstration, if you will. And of course, that is a fantastic hand in a game of poker. You don't have to have a full deck. Just as long as you have 4 of a kind of anything, you are good to go. Now I do this to show a couple shuffles that are done when you're shuffling for a game of poker. The first one is known as the tabled riffle shuffle. And basically what that is, you cut the cards in half and you're going to riffle them together like that on the table. The only thing you want to make sure you do is keep these 4 aces on top of the deck. And the way you're going to do that is you start with your left hand, let them fall off of your thumbs like this. And when you get towards the end, you want to make sure that you still have that top stock in order like that and shuffle off your 4 aces on top, shove them together, you are good to go. The next shuffle is known as the overhand shuffle. And I did a complete different tutorial on this on a different video. You can check the description down there, or I'll put it up in a card up here if you want to get into more details. But real briefly, you're going to want to get your 4 aces from the top of the deck to the bottom. And the best way to do that is singly pull off these cards as you're talking about the shuffle. So you push your thumb down on the angel, it'll pull off 1 card, then the next card, the next card, and the next card. Once you get your 4 cards down, you can shuffle off the rest of the deck just like that. Hey, if you're enjoying this trick, do me a favor, give me a big thumbs up like that one over there. That would really help me out with my channel. And if you haven't done it yet, if you consider subscribing, I would love you to do that and join in all the fun we have around here. Let's get back to the magic. Now you're gonna do one more shuffle. This is the fun one. This is the topsy-turvy shuffle. And you just take off a few cards, flip them over like this, push off a few more cards, flip them over. You keep doing this repeatedly throughout the deck until you get near the bottom. Then you want to make sure that you have 4 cards left, which are your 4 aces in this case. You're going to turn the packet over like this and place the 4 aces on top, straighten everything out. To the spectator, it looks like this deck is totally mixed up with face-up cards and face-down cards. And it is, sort of. This is the condition you're in right now, actually. You have basically restored half the deck as you're doing that slop shuffle or topsy-turvy shuffle. So you have half the deck face down, the other half face up, followed by the 4 aces on top. Now you're going to show them the condition of the cards being mixed up very simply. You cut into the bottom third of the deck, anywhere is good, and you turn your right hand over. So you show them a back to a face. Place those right back on top. Do that again, but in the top third of the deck, just like that. So now you have a face and a back over here. Now the last one you want to show back to back, because you're going to reverse that in a second. And if you just gently grab the deck from the top, you should be able to cut right at that, because naturally all cards have a bow in them. If your deck is pretty new, you can put a little bow in there and it'll cut just like that. Just experiment with it, you'll see that it works. Now the other two I put back like this. You're not going to do that with this half. This time you want to put them back once they're turned over, leave them turned over and place them on top. You are good to go. Now you have them say a magic word. 9 out of 10 people will say abracadabra. I use the joke about abracadabra. I can't even say it, abracadabra, because they're all mixed up. Ruffle the edges, any magical gesture will do, wave the hands. Now you can spread the cards face down and have the 4 aces instantly revealed in the beginning. I like doing a 1-2 punch. So I spread the cards across like this, and that way you will see the 4 cards in the middle are face down. They don't know what they are just yet. And that's when you can separate these cards from here, and that's when you can show them that you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. And that's how you do the Topsy Turvy aces. Have fun with this one. This is an easy trick. Just try it and you will have a lot of fun with it. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, I hope you would consider doing that today. I would really appreciate it. Hey, until next time, I'm your host, Presto Paul, and remember, you gotta have fun. You'll live longer. So here's a secret on how to do what I call the